and this is by Diane Stanley. So as I start reading, guys, I want you to think about becoming Goldie. Now, as we talk a lot in theater and we're doing our drama techniques, the beauty of acting is you can be something totally different than who you are, right? So I know that Goldie is female, right? But you can become Goldie in whatever way Goldie is to you as I read these words. We've become animate objects and inanimate objects and people and feelings and animals, right, when we've been reading. So dare to try something new as I read about Goldie, because you are Goldie right now as I read, and I'll let you know when I want you to change character. Try to make some strong character choices as you become Goldie. I want you to think about Goldie as I read, or think about you as Goldie as I read. Goldie knew exactly what she liked. What is it that you think? Yes, Goldie?
I like stew.
Yes, stew. Interesting. Yes, so
Ice cream.
I mean, Goldie. Thank you, Goldie. Yes, Goldie.
I like to watch. I like playing TV, doing TV, and all electronics.
Okay, excellent. Awesome. I'll have one more. Goldie, yes.
Ice cream.
I like ice cream. Can you give me a complete sentence?
Ice cream.
I like ice cream. Well, wonderful. Well, this Goldie in this story, she knew exactly what she liked. Plain pasta with just butter and no green beans, please. She didn't like things too high, or too scary, or too curly, or too cold. She knew what she didn't like, and she knew what she liked. What don't you like? What don't you like? Hank, I'm going to come back to you. What don't you like?
Waiting in a long line.
Ugh, what don't you like? Ugh, what don't you like?
I don't like rated R shows because I can't relax with my mom and dad.
You don't like what again?
Rated R shows because I
Oh.
can't relax with my mom and dad.
Totally. I bet this Goldie doesn't like rated R shows either. Too young. This made things difficult for Goldie. It was hard work finding the perfect hat, a really comfortable sweater, or shoes that didn't pinch her toes. I can't see. Too scratchy. Too tight. But it was worth the effort, because when Goldie loved something, she loved it with all of her heart. All right, I want you to think about something that you love with all your heart, Goldie. And in just 1 second, you're going to stand up. And I want you to give me a tableau. Remember, it doesn't have to be literal. You could actually show me happiness, right? You can show me finishing your homework. You can show me a stuffed animal, your mother. What do you really love with all of your heart? Go ahead and stand up. Keep your feet in the same spot. And show me in a tableau in 5 strong character choices. 4, stand up and show me what do you love with all your heart. In 3, 2, 1, freeze. Excellent. What do you love with all your heart?
My teddy bear.
What do you love with all your heart?
I like my
What do you love with all your heart?
my stuffed
Excellent. You can sit down. Well, Goldie with all her heart loved
my Mario.
her bear. Every day after school, Goldie ate her favorite snack, peanut butter with chunks of bread, with chunks, white bread, no jelly. And then she read her favorite book. If you can't see, her favorite book is also about bears. And then she lay down on her just right, soft but not too soft, very, very cozy bed, and took a nap. Her parents worried about her. Why don't you invite a friend over, said her dad. It'd be fun, said her mom. But it wasn't. Jenny was too boring. Can I see on your facial expressions, how would you feel if your friends are so boring to have over? Penny was too rough. How would you feel if your friends were too rough? Alicia was too snobby. Snobby, what does snobby mean? Yes, Julia?
Sassy.
Sassy, that's a great way to describe snobby. She's too snobby. She thinks she knows everything, right? How would you feel if your friend knew everything? Nice facial expression, Gretchen. And Sylvia, she just wouldn't come. You have a friend, you really want to invite her over, Goldie, but your friend won't come. How do you feel? Show me on your face. Nobody's perfect, said her dad. But Goldie didn't want somebody perfect. She just wanted someone she could love with all her heart. One day, When Goldie got off the bus at the wrong stop, she looked around for some place she could call her mom. At the end of a tree-lined lane, not far from the bus stop, she saw a cute little house. Goldie rang the bell. Nobody answered. So, like when we read the real Goldilocks, you're going to stand up and narrative pantomime this part. You're going to be Goldie exploring this house. I want you to see if you can find some personal space, a space level that gives you enough space even though it's not as same amount of space as though you're all over the room. Go ahead and stand up. And I want you to act out what I'm reading, keeping your feet in one spot. Now, we know that we actually fall asleep horizontally on a bed, right? And we know it's a Goldilocks and Three Bears version. So that might happen, but I want you to stay on your feet. I want you to stay on your feet. So how can you, with your body, show me that you're sleeping on a bed without going to the ground? Nobody answered, so she turned the knob. The door wasn't locked. She peeked inside. She saw 3 sandwiches laid out on the kitchen table, and that's when Goldie noticed that she was really, really hungry. Goldie tasted the first sandwich. It was too sweet. Yuck, jelly. She tried the second one. It's too bland. It needs something. I need to see you eating those sandwiches. But the third sandwich was a revelation. Peanut butter with chunks, white bread, no jelly, and no crust. She ate the whole thing. That tastes good to you guys too? So good. Then Goldie peeked into the living room. She saw a book on the coffee table. It was her favorite. Can you believe it was the same exact bear book that was in your house earlier? She didn't think anyone would mind if she sat down for a couple minutes to read. So once she found a comfortable chair, yikes! You're on a chair that just popped up in the wrong direction. A chair that's too hard. Ow! And a chair that was just right. So even though you don't have a chair, how can you mind that you have a chair? Maybe your hand is on the side of the chair. Maybe you're resting your head on the pillow of the chair. Nice, Samuel. When she finished the book, Goldie peeked into the next room. It will not surprise you to learn that she found 3 beds on there. That one was too soft. Right? But the next one was too hard. And the last one was just right. You can go ahead and sit down. Within seconds, she was asleep and dreaming. And now when you stand up, you are her dream. I want you to now stand up with a completely different, not yet. I want you to stand up with a completely different feeling in your body because you are now a bear. And you might decide that you're the big bear as you stand up. You might be the little bear as you stand up following your big bear. You can decide which of the 3 bears you are. Go ahead and stand up as that bear without talking. And you're going to continue narrative pantomiming as that bear. Because in her dream, she saw a bear. Somebody's been eating my sandwich. Imagine you're the bear and you just found someone ate your sandwich. Somebody ate mine too, said the second bear. I don't even have a sandwich, said the third bear. Then she dreamed, and you're the bear, going into the living room. Someone's been sitting in my chair. Imagine you are a bear and you just found someone in your house sitting in your chair. Good, nice choice, David. David's using big, heavy feet as he walks. Good, excellent. Zoe and Jack, can I have you standing up? Good, Zoe. So Zoe's that little bear. I can see that choice, Zoe, because of your hands. Someone's been sitting in mine too, and someone's been reading my book. You can sit down. Now, the dream was getting really scary. You can become Goldie again. The bears came right into the bedroom. That's when Goldie realized she wasn't dreaming. Someone's been in my bed. Mine too. Hey, get out of my bed. And that, the baby bear, you guys can sit down, was mad. She took a running leap. She was in the air. And you were going to go back back to your tribes, and you are going to come up with a tableau in 1 minute. Don't go yet. In 1 minute, that shows what happened next in this story. What happened next when this little bear that's so mad goes to jump on Goldilocks' bed. You have 1 minute. Go back to your tribe.